Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to TechNodeFirmaCraft. So in the last episode we got all of this stuff set up. I went ahead and put down the last three machines that I was not, well, I guess I only had two of them that weren't down, the infuser and the rolling machine. And I put connectors connecting these two mechanism machines, and this one is being fed directly from the capacitor now. And as you can see, our capacitor is full. This is all working real nice. I also put a jack-o'-lantern up on top of there so we can actually see it when it's nighttime. But a big issue is we are almost out of flint, and I have hardly done anything with this purification chamber yet. So we desperately need to get some oxygen production going. Now in order to do that, like I said in the last episode, we need diamonds. Now I was going to head up to the Gabbro Rock area, which is where we will find diamonds if we can find them, which is up in this area. And I got about halfway there and realized, you know, we could do a lot better with mining than a pickaxe. So I do have a little bit left on this blue steel pickaxe. I have one more blue steel pickaxe head, but we can do a lot better than that. And also I made a few more basic bins, and this one here contains all of my ceramic vessels. And the plan is that as I'm mining, we will be filling ceramic vessels. And I want to see if we can put ceramic vessels full of items in these bins. I think that's kind of an interesting idea. It'll make the bins go a lot further. But so instead, we are going to be looking at some stuff from Immersive Engineering to do the mining a little bit faster. And the thing that we need is this mining drill. Now the mining drill is made with some wooden grips, a heavy engineering block, and some steel mechanical components. Now we can make all of these. The wooden grips is copper with some treated sticks. The heavy engineering block is some electrum, pistons, steel, and steel mechanical components. And these steel mechanical components is steel and copper. So we're going to need a lot of copper and a lot of steel for this, as well as some of our treated wood, which we have some of that. So basically this is just making sure that I have enough, which it looks like I'm not even close to enough on steel. So I'll have to make up some steel, which, yeah, I realized I was running my hematite piles straight through the blast furnace, getting 1 for 1. But we can triple the hematite and then run the wrought iron ingots through here, and that gives us 3 pig iron for every hematite pile. So yeah, it is going to take a little while for this to get done. I'll run that stuff through the rolling machine. I think I've got enough copper ingots here. Looks like we've got 5 of them. That might not be enough, so I'll just have to see what we've got. We do have some more copper dust that I can smelt, but yep, got to gather up some resources, and then I will also need to make some resources for the other things that I need to get. So let's take a look at the engineer's manual. To power this, oh my gosh, that is tiny. Is there a way to make that bigger? I don't know, but tools and simple machines, I believe, is where this is in. So we need the mining drill. Now to run the drill, we need biodiesel. Now biodiesel is made in the refinery, I believe. Well, we need iron mechanical components, pistons, and green dye and blue dye. Now I have both of these. The green dye I actually have been making from flowers. Now our plant megapack stuff, we can turn a lot of these straight into dye, and I have 12 green dye here, so that's not an issue. Now the lapis, I have found a little of that as I've been wandering around the world. I have 2 of them left here. I ran one of them through the crusher. Now the crusher gives 4, the quern gives 4, and the Railcraft rock crusher gives 4. So none of them really have any difference. It's just what do you want to do. But so yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to get together for that. We have a lot of other little blocks that I need to get set up. I got to figure out how many I need and everything like that. And then I've kind of got to figure out where we're going to put this thing, because where we put it is going to be semi-permanent. So let me figure that out, and I'll be right back. So, unfortunately, I found out that I can't make this mining drill work because in order to do the diesel, we need to make a refinery. Now, the refinery takes sheet metal blocks. The only way to make these is with tin plates. So I am going to have to head up north with just the pickaxes and hope that I can find some tin. So hopefully I can. I still have a fair amount of sandwiches on me. Looks like I could grab a couple more. So I'm going to grab those. I'll head up to the Gabbro area because that is one of the areas that I know tin spawns. I think it also spawns in granite. And there's one other, and I can't remember what the other one is, but we need to find the diamonds too. So they only spawn in the Gabbro, so hopefully we can find some diamonds and some tin, and then we will hopefully be able to continue on with the tech. Well, I just got back from a rather lengthy expedition up to the north looking for the cassiterite and kimberlite. Now, I did find the cassiterite. Now, this is poor cassiterite, but I did get 177 of them, and that will go a long way towards getting the things that we need out of tin. And there's still a huge amount there. So if we take a look at the map, it's actually not too far away from where I found the nickel. So the nickel is here. I did find some bauxite here, and then here's the cassiterite. So yeah, I can head back up there if I need to do some more mining. But as of right now, I think we'll be okay. But so now the thing to do is we need to make this stuff into piles, try to triple it up. Now, in order to triple a lot of this stuff, what I've been doing is sitting here making flint out of gravel while I am waiting for this to happen. But I'm going to run this through. I should have enough oxygen for one. I'll go ahead and make that into the sheets. I will need to make, well, let's see here. We need 2 sheets, so I need 4 ingots. So I will need to make a little bit more flint. That's a bit unfortunate, so I might as well come over here and grab my gravel barrel, this one here, or bin, I guess. And yeah, looks like I've got some gravel processing to do. And yeah, I'll see you guys after a little bit. We'll have some stuff to actually make this refinery out of. Well, a major problem that I am noticing with getting this stuff set up for the fermenter, squeezer, and refinery is a huge amount of steel, or, well, steel too, but iron that is required for this. Now, of course, we have our ore tripling available here, but the issue is we don't have any oxygen because we don't have diamonds to be able to make the electrolytic separator. Now, I can sit here all day long and break gravel with a shovel, kind of a pain in the butt. So instead, we're going to try something a little different. We're going to deviate from the normal path that I would take, and we are going to be doing something with blue power. So this is kind of an interesting one that I usually don't deal with. Now, I did a little experimenting in creative and found out this does work. So this is going to be great. So we are going to need to make a block breaker and a deployer. Now, the deployer is pretty simple. It takes a piston, a chest, some cobblestone, and a piece of redstone. Very easy to deal with. The other one, the block breaker, takes a wrought iron pickaxe. Not a big deal again. And then we're going to need a red doped wafer. Now, this red doped wafer comes from an alloy furnace with 4 redstone and a silicone wafer. Now, the silicone wafer comes from a silicon boil with a diamond saw. The diamond saw is a black steel saw put back into the crafting grid. The silicon boil is some coal and sand in the alloy furnace. So we're going to have to make the alloy furnace as well. Now, this is actually a pretty easy thing to make. We just need 8 pieces of brick. Very simple. So the alloy furnace won't be a big deal, but I am going to have to smith a couple of things. We got to make a black steel saw, wrought iron pickaxe, and then I also need to make something for a redstone clock. So of course we'll be using vanilla redstone for that. And so we are going to need a comparator. Or no, the comparator is not available to us. Interesting, it used to be available. So let's take a look at blue power. Maybe there's something that we can use in there. So there are a lot of things in blue power, and I don't know, and, not, or, NAND, buffer. There's a lot of things here. Is there like a clock? Well, there's a comparator. Now what does it take? Oh, geez. A cathode, anode, wire, quartz resonator. That takes some jet. Well, maybe we can make just a simple repeater circuit clock. I'll figure something out with that. But yeah, I've definitely got some smithing to do. And oh good, I do have a black steel. So yep, black steel and some iron, and then I will be back. I think I have everything gathered up here. So first off, we are going to take the black steel saw, turn that into a diamond saw. Then we're going to take this silicon boil, turn it into some silicon wafers, not throw our saw on the floor. And then we are going to take and cook these with four redstone. Now we do need fuel in this thing. So one piece of charcoal should do the whole, one recipe. So we'll go ahead and grab that. So now we have that. So here we have the deployer. Then we need to get the block breaker set up, which is going to be another piston. I need another iron ingot. Yep, using iron so that I can get iron. I need this aspen wood. So there we go, there's the piston. Then we need the pickaxe. Instead of the redstone, we need this. And then, was it just, yeah, just stone on the sides. Okay, so there's the block breaker. So now, we are going to want, actually, when I think about this, we are going to want a block over, well, we can use a piece of gravel. So here, we'll grab a piece of gravel, and we're going to actually place a block right here. So now what we're going to do is we are going to place the block breaker right here, and we're going to place the deployer right here. Now this will be a very simple redstone clock, and to turn it on, all that we do is place a torch and immediately break it. So now what we get is the redstone signal going around in a circle. And that is activating these guys, but they don't have anything in them currently, even though we can see this one working. So if we grab a stack of gravel here and put this into here, we will see that the breaker starts breaking the blocks and spitting them out. Now what we can do with that is put a chest behind it, and it will output into the chest. So we'll do this real quick. And now we can see we already have a piece of flint in there. So now what we need to do is grab our, not mechanical pipes, our logistical pipes. And we're going to set these up to transport the gravel back over to this guy. So now what we need is this thing, the configurator, and then we will shift right click on here to push, and then shift right click twice there to pull. Now what we're going to do also is grab this thing and place this down up here. That's not where I want it. Let's jump up on top of here. And we're going to place this down on top of here if we can. Come on. There we go. And then we're going to shift right click on this and it will start dumping stacks into here. So now there's no more room for the gravel in here. Fortunately, I think the gravel will probably start backing up in this system. Maybe not. So kind of looks like as it gets gravel, it's going to take care of things. But so I can just let this sit here and run, and it will constantly be making gravel for me. And I think, let me grab another one of these basic bins. And if I set this right, I just cannot seem to place anything today. So if I set this here, put the gravel in it, can I lock that? I don't... There we go. No, that's outputting. So, unfortunately, I don't think I can lock it, but I can put another one there, and so now it will be putting any gravel that we get into this. Now, what I want to do is try to speed this up just a little. If I speed it up too much, it will just stay on, so that's a little bit faster. That's better. So yeah, we are making gravel rather quickly now. So I'll experiment with this, see how fast I can make it go. And yeah, that'll make it a lot easier for me to get gravel for getting the oxygen until we find some diamonds. Well, a few updates since the last clip. First off, we now have 2 of the windmills. Went ahead and made up another one of the kinetic dynamos, as well as another improved windmill blade, because yeah, we were really running low on power. Now I've also improved everything over here. So first off, I don't know why I couldn't see the comparator, but it is available. If we look up the comparator, let's see here, gotta make sure that I do this right. So the comparator, where are you, comparator? It still doesn't show. Let's just go ahead and go comparator. Okay. So that just takes a piece of jet, 3 redstone torches, and 3 raw stone. So yes, I was able to get that, so I now have this set up as fast as it can possibly go. If we remove the repeater here and instead run the redstone back into this, it's actually too fast for the machinery to work. So this is working. I have converted well over 2,000 gravel into flint so far. We have over 1,000 sitting here waiting to go. But also by moving it over here, all that I have to do now is put my gravel into this bin, and then the flint automatically goes into the bin above the purification chamber. And that's where I need it anyway. Now, I am hoping, thanks to all of this, that I got enough iron and steel together, because there is a huge amount of iron and steel over here. So I happen to need, to get this biodiesel going, I need 44 light engineering blocks, 3 heavy engineering blocks, 8 steel scaffolding, and 24 sheet metal blocks. So hopefully I've got everything set up here. So first off, we're going to go with the steel scaffolding. To make that, we need 2 steel ingots together to make a steel rod. Then we put 6 steel rods together to make steel fence. And then we put 3 steel ingots with, oh, I need 3 more steel. So we put 3 steel ingots together with 3 steel fences. We get the scaffolding, so we get 12, we need 8. That kind of sucks. Everything about that sucks. We've got extra steel rods, we're going to have extra steel scaffolding. Just, yeah, everything about that sucks. Okay, so next up, we have the light engineering blocks. Now these take the iron mechanical components, which are made like this. And as far as I can tell, I have everything that I need here to make 44 of those. No, I ran out of copper. Darn it! I just cannot seem to catch a break. Okay, 44 light engineering blocks. So next we need 3 heavy engineering blocks. We will need another one to make the mining drill. And also we will need 1 steel component for that. And then finally we have our 24 sheet metal blocks with the tin sheets. Then we're going to need 2 wooden grips. We will also need a steel drill head. This takes 3 steel ingots and a steel block. This is 8 ingots put together. And we can repair this later on by putting the drill head in the spot of the steel block. So yeah, we don't have to have quite that much next time. And then we need, and I forgot about these, we need our 8 industrial squeezer blocks and then 8 fermenter blocks. Now we're also going to need some power to go along with this, so I guess we better grab some treated sticks, because now we are going to need to go here with treated sticks, get some more low voltage cable. Now I have already made some more low voltage wire connectors, so we should have everything there. Finally, we are going to make up the mining drill. So the mining drill we saw earlier is 2 wooden grips, 1 heavy engineering block, and 1 steel mechanical component. So there's the mining drill. And I think, do we need to, I don't remember. No, we bring this down here. We right click, shift right click. How do we, somehow or other we can add a head to that thing. Is there uses on this? No. What about you? Just the repair. Okay, so maybe we have to get the fuel first. But so now we should be ready to start setting this stuff up. Now I am going to set it up over here because we do need to be next to our power supply. So first off, we are going to set up the industrial squeezer. So for that we need a 3x3 of light engineering blocks, 1 light engineering block in the middle. We need our 8 squeezer blocks around the outside of this thing. Yes, around the outside. And then those on top. Now we need our industrial hammer. Where is the industrial hammer? Should be over here. Or the engineer's hammer, sorry. So we right click on the center of this and there we go. There is our industrial squeezer. So we need to set up power to this thing. And I think the power has to go in on the top of this thing. Let's just go ahead and get up here. Yes, it does. Okay. So we'll go ahead and set up a light or low voltage connector there and there. So now this thing is slowly getting power. We'll go ahead and break these. Wait, before I do that, let's go ahead and connect our low voltage wire to there. Now we're going to do the exact same pattern 1 block away over here with the fermenter blocks. So we'll put the 8 fermenter blocks on the outside of this one. And then 9 more light engineering blocks. Hit the side of this with the hammer. And then we will put our low voltage connectors on top and connect our wire here. And then once again we will link there. Now we need to set up the refinery. Now this one I'm going to have to look in the engineer's manual. So we need, if we pause this, we can go up a layer. So we need a cross of light engineering blocks, a heavy engineering block on each end, and then the rest of it being steel scaffolding. So we will go right here, put down our cross of light engineering blocks, put down a heavy engineering block on each end of that, and then steel scaffolding on these spots. Now next up we need a heavy engineering block on one side, a light engineering on the other, and then sheet metal blocks on everything else. So this is going to use up the rest of this stuff. And then we need these. And our steel scaffolding went in there. And then I believe the last layer is just more sheet metal blocks. Now we need our hammer. Nope, we are still missing something. What are we missing? That's a good question. Maybe I have to hit it on the other side? There we go. Alright, so where's the power input on this one? Right there. So actually what I want to do is break that block back out and this one and reverse them. So the light engineering block needs to go over here, the heavy engineering block over there, and then, yeah, once again we have to hit the heavy engineering block. That way our power input is on the back of this thing instead of the top, or the front, whatever. So the connection is obstructed. I was afraid of that. So we are going to have to do something. I can climb up scaffolding blocks. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, well that's pretty cool. So we'll put a wire connector here, connect there, and connect there. So now all of these have power coming into them. These guys are already charged. And so now all that we need to do, we're going to drop this stuff off, because right now we can't do anything with it. All immersive engineering related stuff. And actually, let's see, is there anything in the quest book for all of this stuff? We should have checked that. So we had the better blast furnace, which we haven't finished yet, actually. Better coke we haven't done, more power. We need a thermoelectric generator for that. So no, we don't have a quest that involves the biodiesel, even though it seems like we should. But now what we need is some sugarcane, or reeds, I guess. And I took half a stack of these and planted them. Well, we can't see it there. Let me sleep so that we can see around. But I planted half a stack of sugarcane. I guess we can see a little of it there on the mini-map. So yeah, this line here, the light green line, is sugarcane. So eventually I'm going to have to set up a heck of a farm for that. So we need this in the fermenter. So we're going to set that in here. We are making ethanol with that. And then we are going to need to grab some industrial hemp seeds for the squeezer. So I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of these, because there's like 9 slots in the machine itself. And we will drop these in here. And this is going to be making plant oil. So now what we'll have to do after we start getting some of this together is pipe it into the refinery. Now we do have our basic pipes. The only issue with that is, I think actually we are going to want, yeah, we're going to want to set this up a little differently. So what I think I'm going to do is not throw my quest book on the ground. Okay, so we got 1,520 ethanol out of that. Not much ethanol. We are going to get tons of plant oil. I've got to figure out some way to transport all of that over there. I can possibly get the ethanol in directly just by putting a connection in there. The idea, I think, is we're going to want to put the refinery in between these two. Well, let me see what I can figure out, and then I will be back. So I put a basic mechanical pipe here in between the fermenter and the refinery, and then I just took some glass bottles and put them into the squeezer. Got a couple of bottles of plant oil, and then I can just take this and drop it in here and it'll fill into here. Now it's already used the ethanol, and I'm starting to get some plant oil, but I have a little over 3 buckets of biodiesel in here already. So that will power the drill for a little bit. I am going to have to make some more glass bottles. Now, by the way, I have set up my coke oven now to automatically make the charcoal because I am in need of the creosote. I'm actually wanting to do a lot with railcraft this season, and for that we are going to be needing a lot of creosote. But let's see here. So we have our mining drill, we have our steel drill head. Let's go ahead and drop this mining drill in here, and it will fill up with biodiesel. We have 2 buckets of biodiesel in it. Now, I don't remember how to put the stupid head on this thing. I could have sworn you crafted it together, or there was some way that you could right-click or shift right-click or something. Let me see if I can figure out what I need to do here. Actually, let's check the engineer's manual. No, stop it. Engineer's manual. So let's go back to tools, and we need the mining drill. Okay, so fill it directly in the refinery. The drill head determines your mining level, speed, and size, as well as the attack damage. As you dig blocks, the drill head takes damage, but it can be repaired in anvil. In our case, it can be repaired with crafting. Okay. Additional augers. No. It doesn't say anything. I know there's a way to open like a GUI or something for the mining drill. Let me see what I can figure out. I'll be back. Oh, I forgot. To work on this thing, we need to make this stupid engineer's workbench, which is actually pretty easy to make. We need a workbench or a crafting table, treated wood fence, and some treated wood slabs. So not real bad. We should have everything for that. We have sticks at least. We're going to have to make some more treated wood. So let's go ahead and grab a few creosote bottles. And like I said before, don't just dump those in. If you spread them out like this, it will work just fine. But if you were to have all of those piled together, yeah, you're going to have a big mess. You're going to lose all of your creosote. But so to make the planks, no, or the slabs, how do we make the slabs? Ah, we have to have a saw. Okay. Well, that is understandable for this mod pack. Okay, so to make the fences, just 6 treated sticks. Alright. We are going to need to make a little bit more wood. So that we can make a crafting table. That doesn't much look like a crafting table. There we go. Then we need our treated wood fence and these, and there we go, engineer's workbench. So let's go ahead and set this up over here for now. Right there. So we can put in our mining drill, and now we can add a drill head. Yay! So let me head out to the iron mine. We'll test this thing out real quick. Sounds like there's a zombie on the other side of this wall. But let's see if we can find some iron around here. I think it went off in this direction. So let's actually go ahead and head down. I didn't think I had cleared everything out of here, but there's the nice part. A 3x3 mining area. Now, oddly enough, it doesn't mine the ores. Now, if I mine an ore, okay, then it'll mine everything. Okay, but yeah, that is pretty much as fast as the... Well, I think it's actually faster than the pickaxe, so let's go ahead and try a pickaxe. No, it's not quite as fast as the pickaxe at breaking the blocks, but because it breaks so many of them, it's tremendously faster. So yeah, mining just got a lot easier. But yeah, I am out of time for today, so I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up if you are new to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, be sure to leave that down in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye!